Culture week 5, is it?
Week 5, yeah.
2 intros to make. One, Robert Kerian, photographer.
Hello everyone.
Guest shooter, guest speaker today. And 2, Bill Nation, owner of Pro Italia up in Montrose La Cañada. The generous provider of our bikes today. How many of you guys have done shoot-arounds before? No.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, good. So a shoot-around technically is discovering the product, okay, what the angles are on the product. And a shoot-around does not have to be in a studio, although it's a lot easier because it's controlled and you can have your way with the bike quickly and efficiently. That means you're shooting the bike from 360 degrees.
Generally, if you want to do a product correct motorcycle shot, the bars are always straight and things always propped up, straight up. And 9 times out of 10, it's on that side of the motorcycle. They call it the primary side.
Friendly side.
Yeah. They don't really shoot this side very often. It always seems to be that side of the bike. So one of the first things we'll do is, you know, in a situation like this, we'll get in a studio, and it's out here, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have to find a way to prop this bike up. Big chance this thing will fall over.
Where's the tipping point? Were you up there yet? You want to come down at all?
We would have it a little, we would have it more tipped over, but I don't want to take any risks with this bike. So we're gonna leave it with a little bit of an angle on it.
Is it resting?
Yeah.
All right. Then
Does it feel okay?
Yeah.
I don't want it to even have a slight chance of falling. So
It's still.
your starting point. Can I just take a peek in there and see how it's looking? And you don't want to shoot a bike from eye level. It's not going to look good. And you definitely don't want to go high on bikes. Lower angles on bikes always seem to work a lot better. Make sure you're in kind of a neutral position on it. No funky things are lining up like the double pipes or making a shadow. So you just want to kind of be.
Can I throw this down for you?
Yeah. Thanks. You just want to be kind of in a neutral zone on the bike. The first thing that talks to this bike is saying right now is it's a very contrasty bike. You got white on top and you got black down below, and that's a serious problem from a photographic standpoint. If you're going to light it like this with a softbox, the problem that's going to happen is everything on top of this bike is going to be super, super hot. You're going to have this nice white top here, and all this shadow and all this detail is going to be gone. You're going to have like a lot of mud in there. So there's a couple ways you could do it if you're going to go with this approach, if you want a softbox approach. Over the top like this isn't really the best way to light this bike. What I would do is I would put a rake on this. So you'd be getting, instead of the box being directly over the top, I would pull it out as far as I could, so it was like coming in at like a 45-degree angle. So some of that light would be going in here, filling in these areas and still wrapping around the top. So I'm looking at it, and I think it looks pretty neutral right now. It looks pretty straight. I mean, it could be tilted up a little bit more, but I'm not going to worry about it. And this bike, it's a customer bike. I don't want to take any chances. So we're going to leave that as our starting point. The front bars look a little crooked. You know, I think we got to straighten them out a little bit more. It looks like it's kicked out a little bit. You guys see that? Do you see it's very slight, but it looks like the wheel is tilted in? I wouldn't accept that. I'd have to correct that.